Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode. If you have made it this far, then that means that you are ready to lay that closure and make that wig, honey. So in this particular video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my closure wigs from beginning to end, and how I also make them glueless. So yeah. So the first thing that I do is lay the closure onto the dome head. You want to make sure that you are laying the closure at least a half of inch above where your dome cap starts, and you also want to make sure that you are pulling it in every corner, whether it's front to back or side to side, because you want to make sure that it lays very flat on the dome head, so that way it can lay very flat on your head. So once I have that together, I'm going to begin sewing. I think I'm going to zoom in right now. Okay, right now, and as you can see, there is a half of inch that is not on the dome cap, and that's just so whenever you do apply this to your head, it lays flat. You can wear it behind your ear without any bumps or it being bulky right there. Also, whenever you do comb it and part your hair, it will cover up any tracks that may be seen from that side, because I know a lot of people have that trouble with their tracks still being seen even after you comb your wigs down, your closures down. So this will help prevent that. Now, as you can see, I'm just going in and I'm making sure that I do close stitches with my closure, and I'm going to do it all the way around, so that way it lays very flat. You want to make sure that you keep close stitching, because if you leave big stitches, then once you take it off of this mannequin head, it's going to bulk up, and then you'll have a very bulky closure, which is what we are not doing. And at the end of 2019, baby, going into 2020, that is just something we are not doing. We are leaving that in 2019. Leave bulky wigs in 2019. I also wanted to add that this closure is a 6x6 closure in the texture bodywave. This is from my hairline, So Addictive Hair & Co. And you can now shop online at soaddictivehair.com, and make sure you use So Addicted for 10% off your first order. Okay, and so once you get towards the end of the closure, you're going to want to make sure that you are doubling it off, because if anything ever happens to the thread, you want to make sure that the thread does not come loose. So make sure you guys double knot it at the end. Okay, so moving right along, we are going to now grab our bundles. I'm using 3 bundles in the inch 16 from my hairline. The first 2 bundles I do like to double weft, and on my last bundle I like to single weft. When starting a new bundle, I do like to go through the weft and through the cap to make sure it is secured onto the cap and it does not get loose or come off or anything like that. Once I went through the weft that first time, I no longer go through it again. After that, it is strictly through the hair and then through the cap. You want to make sure that you put less holes in the weft as possible, because that is going to make for a lot of shedding and tangling, guys. So I am also doing close stitching, and the method that I'm using is the flip over method. The flip over method is very advanced for some people, so if you are a beginner, you can cut it instead of flipping it over, and you will still get the same result, if not a flatter foundation. So right now I'm just showing you guys, the flip over method, as well as me sewing the tracks down. I'm gonna sew down my first 2 bundles, and then I'll be back when I'm ready for the last one. So this is what it looks like basically after I've gotten the first 2 onto the dome head, and now it's time for the first one to be added on. Again, I'm going through the weft and then through the cap initially to add this bundle onto the dome head, but once I've done that, I will no longer go through the weft, because I want to prevent from shedding. I don't be walking around looking like a little shaggy dog, leaving my hair everywhere that I sit. If you have made it this far into the video, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Also, if you are looking forward to part 3 where I'll be showing you guys how I install this wig, you definitely want to turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a beat whenever I do post it. Also, I'll be posting a lot more holiday looks, maybe some makeup, maybe some hair. I'm not really sure yet, but I know I will be posting a lot of holiday looks for you guys within these upcoming days, since Christmas is next week. So you guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the family, become one of my sisters, and let's just do what it do. Alright, so now that we are getting close to the end, these last rounds of stitching is very important. You want to make sure that not only are you going through the hair, but you're also going through the lace closure. This is basically what they call closing up the wig. It's just to make sure that there is no empty space in between the closure and the tracks. So whenever you are wearing your wig and say the wind blows, you won't really see any empty space, any cap, any empty anything. It'll just be straight closure, straight hair, and there won't be any gaps seen. So just make sure that you are going through the closure this time to pull the tracks and the closure together to close off your wig. So once you are completely done, you want to take any excess hair and close off any open spots that we have left, like I do at the top. Alright, so now we are completely done, you guys, and the wig is very flat. I'm very confident that this wig will lay flat on your head, as well as it will be very snug and won't need any glue. So this is me showing you guys what the inside of your wig will look like, and right now we're just going to cut off that excess cap. I like to put my hands, inside of it just so I don't accidentally cut the closure, because honestly that has happened to me before. And you want to cut down the middle and then cut off each side one by one. You don't really have to do it like that, but honestly that's the easiest way that I found to do it without cutting my closure, because if you're clumsy like me, then you're going to cut your closure. So once you have that taken off, you should be ready to wear your wig. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and stay tuned for part 3.